Hey guys, so I am going to show you today how to paint a face. This was the original one that we did on the equation of faces, if you guys remember. So I'm just gonna kind of erase the words that I have here because I don't want to unnerve anybody by painting right over that. So my palette is going to be a flesh tone. These are from AC Moore. I almost hesitate to tell you the brand because then everybody will want to buy them. It's called Coral, but you can see the flesh tone color that it is. I use like a creamy white, a brown, and a pink. So I just am using, first thing I want to do is I just kind of use the tops of them to grab paint out of till I drop them all and then it don't work so well. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is just drop in a little bit of a shadow, a little bit of a shadow. In here there's going to be just a little bit of a shadow kind of coming over and then down. Remember that there's always a shadow. I kind of like the dry brush because it sort of, I don't want it to be too much, you know, you never want too much. Shadow. Shadow's going to come in over here. Excuse me. Okay, shadow, shadow, shadow. Then there's always sort of this like kind of shadow that comes in because of the way our skulls work, that you've kind of just got this shadow that kind of comes in over there. So that's just laying in shadows. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my flesh tone and I'm going to kind of come over it, come down. So this is the most basic kind of painting of a face that we can possibly do. I'm running out of paint in my little thing. Okay. So now I will have a little bit of white. I like to make the nose just kind of just a little bit lighter, and then to have a kind of here that'll be like a lighter area. I'm going to put in my eyebrows. Remember, we don't do fuzzy caterpillars. We kind of lay them in sort of light and easy. Okay, so now I'm going to take, so on lips, hold on, I did not give her her little house there. And on her house, dropping in under the nose, there's just going to kind of be just this little shadow. Little bit. Okay, so eyes. Here I go with eyes. So I'm gonna do, this one's not even open yet. Okay. So I'm gonna do blue. So the way that I do it is I drop in the darker up on the top. I try to get it to show up. What's in the world? Okay, so you drop in a little bit of the darker up top. So if you're doing like brown eyes, you would drop in the dark brown up on the top because that's where the shadow is going to be. And then do, I like to have that kapow, that expressive eye. So I do a little bit of a lighter around the bottom. Black. We can come back in and put the kapow in. So we've got black and black. Black, black, black. Here I'm going to kind of okay, so now this is coming out very dark, so I'm going to come back in and kind of tone it down even a little bit more. So sometimes you do have to layer in. My brush is all wet with paint. So I kind of like that one a little bit darker. Here I'm gonna well, here I want to put my flesh color is almost empty, so I'm struggling with trying to get the paint out, and then you see it's getting all over my brush. So alrighty. So let's see. I don't want to do anything too complicated. Where is the white? The top of my white here. This is really an off-white, but I'm just going to go with it. This is called vanilla, I think. Yeah, vanilla. But so you could use just the white to kind of come in there and lay in your eye color. And then here I want to come in and lay in a little bit more of the white nose, because she's just got that little cuteness right there. Okay, lips. Oh, so here also, the way I do the kapow on the eye, I need more in my little lid. I've got a lot in my lid now. Okay, so here I'm just coming in with the back of my brush. You kind of do I do one on that side. And then I do kind of in here. Because that's sort of like the glistening from the wet eye junk. I'm sure that's a medical term there, the wet eye junk. Okay, so lips, remember that your top lip is always darker than your bottom lip. So I don't usually have very, very like pinky lips. I sort of go with so see, that's picking up the pencil so that it automatically becomes darker. And then I kind of do my pink. Whoa, not with brown. That would be crazy. So here I'm just adding in the pink and the flesh tone so that it's just lighter. And I like that one to be sort of, I will put in the kapow on that one. So okay, so we have a cute little face, right? Here we've got hair. So let's go with a blonde hair. And we'll just drop that in quickly. This is called melted butter. Okay, so here I am just gonna, well, this is thicker than I'd like it to be. I want it to spread a little bit easier. Okay, now remember that we think about hair in terms of areas. I'm just covering up her ear. If I had time, I would just kind of pop that ear in. So there I've got that. Now I'm just going to let that dry a little bit, and I'm going to come back down to the lips, because remember that hair we think about in terms of regions, right? So let's see, what am I doing? Lips. So down on this cute little lip, I just want to put in a little bit, right there, it would just catch a little bit of light. Right in there, it would just be catching it. So we're just going to kind of drop in that little cuteness of light on that. And then there'd just be a little bit, whoop, 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 right up there on that lip. Just sort of grab a little bit. Now that to me looks a little bit forced. So I'm just going to take the back and sort of cut into it a little bit so it just doesn't look so pronounced. Okay, so now I've got my eyes. Now let's just, my hair. Now let's just go ahead and pretend that that's dry. Is there some of it that's dry? So I'm going to show you something that you can kind of go anywhere and do this. So these are colored pencils. This is an art stick, but it really is just a block of colored pencil. So I can cut in on paint with colored pencil and add in details. So let's say that you feel just more comfortable with a colored pencil. Now this should be completely dry, right? So we know that, but for video's sake, we'll just kind of come in and sort of add in the what we like. I feel like this is going to go very wrong because I'm not waiting. Patience is not one of the fruits of the Spirit that I possess. So you see how I can, now in here I would come in, but that's still really wet. So let's say that even on the eyes, I just feel like I just want a little bit more, so I can kind of pop in a little bit more of a shadow down here. This is still wet also. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera. So, and then here there'd be just a little bit of a, because of that flip there, there'd be kind of a shadow coming in. And then in here there'd be sort of a shadow coming in. You guys kind of play with her and see where you think those shadows would sort of be. I wish I could get in there and get like a little bit more, but I can't. And then there'd just be a little bit of a shadow. Wow, now see, that is not okay. Nobody has a scar right across their forehead. So let's see what I can do here. Just trying to get that gone. There we go. So what we can do is sort of drop that into a shadow though, because there would be a shadow up here from underneath her hair. So we'll just kind of claim that as a shadow. Oh, I forgot about one kapow element that you got to get in there. On your chin, there's going to be right here. This creates a shadow under the lip, but then you get sort of a white element down on the chin. So see, she's got white. There's always a little bit of white here. I do actually like the way that turned into a shadow, so that's fine. So I'm just going to say, look at that. You've just got a simple painted face. Drop in your shadows, put in your flesh tones, darker lip, lower lip, white on the nose, your kapows on your eyes. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Let me know how you guys are doing and if you have any questions. Enjoy! Bye!